Welcome aboard, it's Captain G with another episode of Patriot Games. This is Warsaw Pact 2.1. So, we're coming into this turn with the event in place. The NATO has moved their fleet down to France. One clarification, I'm not sure if it was covered in the other videos. When carriers go in port, any aircraft on them need to go ashore. So the NATO carrier air wing here is hiding in Western France, seeking shelter from the Irish. So I'm going to set this aside. For now, we're going to start with the technology build. Technology roll for okay, so we're going for technologies 2 and 3 again. We're going for anti-missile defense and computers. Both need an 8 or more, and a pair of 11s. Outstanding. So that's success on anti-missile defense. We move to stage 3. And that's success on computers. We move to stage 2. Okay. All right, so we'll come back to that. For the build, and I'm thinking now whether or not I want to change it, and I've decided I do not want to change it. So, came in with 34 IPP. We're going to spend 8 upgrading an army base. We're going to upgrade the minor to a major in West Poland. So that has been placed. We're going to save the balance. So 34 minus 8 is 26. Okay, and then we're going to also add a terrorist at the end of the turn. And then this is to remind me to roll for recruitment. All right, so let's go to combat movement. We don't have any combat movement per se, but we do have combat. We have terrorists that, well, actually, let me correct that. We have freedom fighting Irishmen in 2 different territories. The ones in Scotland are feeling particularly proud of themselves because they've liberated Scotland from British occupation. And we are not running out of options. Britain's running out of targets. All right, so we're going to roll for the terrorist strike here, and then the freedom fighter strike in the south. And I'm getting my list real quick because I set it on the other table. Okay, so in Scotland, there are no paramilitary, but there are 2 paramilitary in southern England. So when we roll that one, we're going to have to add 2 to our roll due to their presence. So we'll roll Scotland first. We got a 2. A 2 is a port attack. We eliminate a British naval unit of our choice, which is super awesome, fantastic. So we have 2 choices. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this because there's no port while Scotland borders Sea Zone A17. I don't see a port for Scotland on A17. So I'm going to hedge my bets. If I can, I would destroy the amphib. All right, that would be my first choice if I'm allowed to do that. Not sure if I'm allowed to do that because, again, it borders the territory, but there's no port. So if it has to be the side that has a port, then obviously it'll be the British nuclear sub. So one of the 2 of them have fallen in the name of Irish independence and Scottish. We're embracing the Scots as well. And soon it'll be Welsh and then West Londoners, and we'll go from there. All right, the next attack. Now down in southern England, we're going to roll the 1 dice and add 2 to it. So that is a 6, as it's underlined. I'm going to add 2 to that. So that goes from an infrastructure damage of a D3 to an 8, which is an infrastructure damage of a D2. So NATO saved themselves some damage. So we're going to take this perfectly unbiased, random 6-sided dice. And 1, 2, 3 is 1 damage. 4, 5, 6 is a second. And I think I get to pick the facility, and I'm going to pick the airbase. Oh, that's a problem with these biased dice. So that's a 1. So the airbase in southern England, southern Britain, is damaged 1 IPP. That NATO will have to pay off before they'll be able to use it for anything. All right, that completes our 2 attacks. We have no other combat. For non-combat, I have only 1 move. Let me pivot. And also, again, I've only updated my map through NATO because that's what my focus is. If this was addressed by my Soviet or US global partners, then I apologize for the double tap. But since NATO's only on DEFCON 5, they can't move more than one sea zone. So they moved the North Sea fleet around to hide from the IRA. So they can't also move this fleet. You'll have to do that on this turn. So that fleet is still there. And we're going to take our Warsaw Pact diesel electric submarine and move 1, 2 into sea zone M2 for freedom. All right, sorry about that. I got a phone call, so I'll have to blend these two, and I should always record on airplane mode so you don't get something that interrupts. So apologies. So I just moved the Warsaw Pact diesel electric from M6 to M2 to join these wayward NATO sailors. All right, that completes our non-combat. So now we're going to the end of turn phase. So we're going to place units and facilities. So I'm going to bring this back up. I've already built the upgrade the major army base in West Poland. That's the 3D sculpt that I use, the little barracks. And then I'm going to place this new resistance fighter. I mean, in response to the IRA's freedom movement, Britain moves armed forces into North Ireland. I mean, that's aggressive. So I'm going to place this unit here in Northern Ireland to try to say, get out, just like you get out of Scotland. All right, and then I'm going to roll my recruitment roll. So where's my, I'll bring this back. All right. And where's my, I don't know what I do with my Lucky Charms green dice. All right, so 6 or less. 6 or less. 3, outstanding. So that is an Irish chip. So that gives me a total of 4 light infantry in Ireland. So collect income, I have 26 plus 17. That's some 43 IPP saved. And that completes the Warsaw Pact turn. Next, I will turn it over to my friends and neighbors and imperialist warmongers, NATO. Captain G, over and out.